Turn our attention now to two wonderful awards. They are the Association of Chief Police Officers, the Police Dogs Working Group, Support to Public Order Policing 2011. And it is two awards that we're giving today. One, the Special Award, and one, the Police Dog Team Operational or Humanitarian Action of the Year in 2011. Delighted to welcome Assistant Chief Constable Nick Ingram. He will be making the presentations. And these are very, very special awards. The first award is the Special Award, and it goes to Police Dog Lynn-Paul Luke, Obi, that we've just seen on the screen, and PC Phil Wells for the Metropolitan Police Service. Summer of 2011 saw the public disorder and riots across the United Kingdom, undoubtedly unprecedented in recent years. It did prompt mutual aid deployments of specially trained officers across the length and breadth of the country, many of which were supported by the deployment of specially trained public order police dogs and their handlers. During the Tottenham riots, whilst the building came under a sustained attack from rioters, the windows broken, petrol bombs, all thrown at the police, police dogs were deployed, and with the support of shields, serials, which were coming under sustained and violent attack, handlers were confronted with about 200 to 300 people intent on violence towards the police. During the evening, the police dog teams were repeatedly deployed to assist other officers to gain ground and push the rioters back and to secure certain areas of London as necessary. Many of the police dogs deployed, well, they received some degree of injury, mostly cut pads from the broken glass. However, during the Tottenham riot, police dog Obi was hit directly on the head by a missile thrown from the crowd. PC Wells immediately checked on Obi's condition at the time, who continued to show eagerness to continue working. Some hours later, Obi was taken to the vet to check on his condition. And during that visit and a subsequent one, Obi was found to have sustained a significant fracture to the skull, which necessitated treatment from a veterinary hospital following specialist advice. We're delighted to say that Obi has now made a full recovery from his injuries and is now back to full operational duties with PC Phil Wells. With this, whilst this special ACPO award recognises the courage and professionalism of all police dogs and handlers deployed to the disorder during August 2011, the tenacity shown by Obi and Phil Wells, PC Phil Wells, epitomises that shown by their colleagues within the Metropolitan Police and farther afield during this period. The National Association of Chief Police Officers Police Dogs Working Group is proud to present the Special Award to PC Philip Wells and Police Dog Lynn-Paul Luke and Obi. Fantastic. Phil Wells and Obi, one of our 5 Friends for Life finalists. I didn't know that Suffolk and the Met didn't get on with each other, but now we do. We come now to the Police Dog Team Operational or Humanitarian Action of the Year in 2011. And it does go to Suffolk Police and PC Steve J and Police Dog Ammon. During the evening of 26th of October last year, a report was received by police that a stabbing had taken place at a residential address in Ipswich. Police officers were deployed to the area and made contact with the offender. The offender was highly aggressive and very agitated, still in possession of a knife. They attempted to negotiate with the offender, but he ran away. Second officer quickly engaged the subject soon after, and incapacitant spray needed to be deployed in an attempt to subdue the individual. Spray failed, and the offender and a taser use was authorised as necessary. Subject continued in his aggressive actions towards the police, still in possession of the knife. He ignored a number of challenges from officers, and taser was deployed. Following no significant effect on the subject, 3 more taser discharges were made in an attempt to subdue and detain the person, each one failing to have the desired effect. Subject ran to a nearby address and started hammering on the door. He failed to gain entry and was contained in a front garden of the address by the pursuing officers. By this time, PC Steve J and police dog Ammon had arrived in support of their colleagues. Ammon was deployed to lead the challenge against the subject. Due to the person's violent and uncooperative nature, PCJ then removed the lead from Ammon to allow the dog to engage with the subject. Ammon got hold of the subject by his arm in accordance with his training, at which point the subject stabbed Ammon several times to his body. 2 taser shots were again fired at the subject with no effect. PCJ ran in and physically engaged the subject in order to restrain him. However, he himself was stabbed 4 times in the left upper arm and slashed across his body armor during the ensuing struggle. Despite significant injuries to PCJ and Ammon, they both continued to assist their colleagues in the eventual restraint and disarming of the subject. During the incident, Ammon lost a lot of blood, but we're delighted to say has made a full recovery and is back on operational duties, together with his handler PCJ, who has also made a full recovery. The level of aggression and violence displayed towards police on that day was significant, and all officers present, together with Ammon, displayed a level of courage and tenacity over and above what could be expected in such circumstances. The Police Dog Team Operational and Humanitarian Action of the Year 2011. Many, many congratulations, PC Steve J and Police Dog Ammon. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you have seen 2 examples of the wonderful work that the police do for us here in Great Britain. Can we ask you please to give them a massive, massive round of applause and say thank you very, very much for everything that you do.